everyone, welcome to another episode of The O Show. I'm O and I'm here for your amusement. Okay, so this was a video that I was not planning on doing like ever. So recently in the news, as a matter of fact, it was breaking news. Jennifer Lopez has canceled her tour for 2024, y'all. And apparently she's all like heartbroken over it, and she says that it's because she needs to spend time with her family. Y'all, there's rumors that her and Ben Affleck are like breaking up. Like, who cares? I think it's just really because these ticket sales are not doing really good. Like, she already changed the name of the tour because sales aren't good right now. So she has a new album out this year. It's called This Is Me Now. I guess the follow-up to This Is Me Then, which I remember that album. Like, I think she had like one or two songs on there, but like I haven't listened to a Jennifer Lopez album in so long. But anywho, yeah. So I guess she changed the tour name to This Is Me Live because no one wants to hear new music. Like, you haven't done music in so long. Like, go sit down. So, anyway, I'm really not trying to be mean to Jennifer Lopez. This is a Mariah Carey household, and as you may or may not know, we don't know her. Okay, so. With that said, but no, anyway, so then I remember, like, you know what, that's right, she was trying to do like what Beyonce did with what album was that? It wasn't Lemonade. She did like a whole did with what album was that? It wasn't Lemonade. She did like a whole like movie thing, like Black is King or Black is Queen or something. I should know this, but I don't. Anyway, I think that's what she's trying to do. I don't know. So I was like, well, I have like an hour to kill. Like, let's just sit down and watch it, right? Y'all, she had this thing. It's like an hour long. Didn't even go over an hour. I feel like it was on for like 3 hours. It just wouldn't stop. And I don't know what. So, from what I understand, her whole purpose in life is just to be in love. Like, I hear her talk about, like, going to college and getting a job. Like, she was like, ooh, my mother told me this story as a little girl, it's something and a rose and a hummingbird. And then I knew what I was going to do when I grew up. I was going to be in love. And then she's on this motorcycle with Ben Affleck, and they're like, it's like water. I don't know where the hell they're driving, but they obviously should not be riding on a motorcycle. Like, there have been so many movies that she should have watched to know not to do this. But they crash, and it's supposed to like symbolize something, but I don't know. So she ends up in this like heart factory. There's this big huge factory with a heart in the middle. And the heart is like made of steel and stuff. And then it's falling apart, right? So it's breaking. And then there's a thing over the intercom just telling people to get to the lower level, like there's an emergency. And instead of like running out of the building, they just break into dance. And so, like, first of all, what in the Eveline from The Wiz? Like, I just got nothing but The Wiz vibes from this. Like, at least in The Wiz, they were doing work. What are they doing in this factory? They're processing rose petals? And then I guess, like, on another lower level, there's roses growing from the ground, but then they die, and then, like, this ain't no nursery. Like, there's no sunlight in the whole building. Like, I don't understand what is happening in this factory. Whatever. They don't do that because they have to sing and dance about it. And then we kind of cut to this next scene where she's in this big glass house. You remember that movie 13 Ghosts? Like, they moved to this house, it's all like made of glass and stuff. But I was getting that, like, who wrote this? So anyway, she's in this glass house, and she has this new man, and he's an alcoholic, and he's like beating her and stuff. So there's a whole bunch of domestic violence going on, and then she's like writing on the glass, getting it all dirty and stuff. He's drinking and spitting his alcohol onto the floor and getting the floor all dirty. Like, why are they dirtying up this glass house? But there's like other people living in the house too. That's like, I don't know. Is it an apartment building or a house? I don't know. But everyone's in a bad relationship. So what is this, like a domesticated, like, beat down house? I don't understand what's happening inside this house. But then, like, Jennifer Lopez screams and the house breaks and falls apart, and then she walks away. Then we cut to, like, this, she has these zodiac sign people, and then it turns into like Jennifer Lopez and Friends. So you have like Keke Palmer is Scorpio, and Post Malone is Leo, and Jane Fonda is somebody, and there's Jennifer Lewis. There's two of her because she's Gemini, but you know, we love Jennifer Lewis. Neil deGrasse Tyson is there. What's that? Trevor Noah is there. Sofia Vergara is there. And then there's someone, and there's like two other people, but I don't know who they are. And so they're like looking at her, and they're like, "What's she doing now?" And blah blah blah. Keke Palmer was hilarious though. I think they should just make something out of them. Like just make like a Zodiac movie. I'd rather watch these people than like what was happening on Earth. Okay, but anyway, so then what happened after that? Oh yeah, so okay, so now we're at this like she's in love again, and she's marrying like 3 people. I don't understand what's happening. So this is a song. And in the song, she's dancing with 3 different dudes at 3 different weddings. I don't know who the first guy is. The second guy is Derek Huff. And the third guy is Trevor Jackson, I believe was his name. Trevor Jackson be cracking me up. Like, he's from that show Grownish. And he was really trying to bring that rat tail back. Remember, like, little black kids in the well, did white kids do it too? No, it was more like a black kid thing. But anyway, you would grow like this little patch of hair in the back of your head, and then you just you shave your head as you keep going to the barbershop, but they just keep letting that thing grow, and then eventually like it braids. It just looks like a damn like tail. Like Eddie Murphy had one in Coming to America, and then it ended up getting like cut off when he got to the barbershop. That's really funny. So, yes. So I guess she's like in love. Is symbolizing her 3 marriages, I guess, that she had. Is okay. Then after that, she's in love with like another guy, right? So fuck the 3 weddings she just had. Now she's like out in the streets getting drunk on a Tuesday with some dude. And they come home, and then all her friends are in her house. And she's like, "What are you guys doing here?" And they're like, "Girl, you sit down because we're about to give you an intervention." And she's like, "I don't need no intervention." And then the guy she's with, like, drops a gun on the floor. They're like, "Bitch, yes you do." And they try to have one, and then... Okay, so now I think this is either the second or the third time. I didn't mention this before, but in between these scenes, she's going to therapy, and the therapist is played by Fat Joe. Okay, because apparently they are from the same block. You know, Jenny from the block and Fat Joe lives around the corner. I don't know, but they've been friends for like ever. And so he's playing the therapist, and blah, 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 blah. And she's talking about love. And then he gives her this card to Love Addicts Anonymous, right? So then she goes to a meeting, and they're in a circle, and they're talking. And then she breaks into song again. I didn't leave my house to come to this meeting for you to sing a song. So now they're singing and whatever, and then after that, I think she's in therapy again, and she keeps talking about, like, she had a dream, and there was a little girl, and the little girl was her, and then the young Jennifer Lopez just starts bitching her out, like, you love all these men, but you don't love me. She's like, what do you mean? Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. So then we go back to the Heart Factory, and since her, like, younger self, like, bitched her out, now she's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just spend more time about me or focus on me or something. So then she goes back to this Heart Factory, which I assume would have been, like, burnt to the ground the way that heart was, like, falling apart. But no, the heart is working again, and everyone came back to work after being laid off, and all the flowers are, I guess, blooming again. I don't understand what is happening in this Heart Factory. They're not making hearts. And so, y'all, I thought this shit was over. Okay, like, I got up and went into the kitchen. I was like, oh, well, I guess it's like a happy ending. Like, you know, she's singing another song, and everyone knows the choreography, of course. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, when I come back, I'll figure out what to watch next, right? No! This shit is still going. All of a sudden, she's in the middle of the street with an umbrella, and it's raining, and she's copying, like, the movie Singing in the Rain. Why is it raining? When did she... I wasn't going to rewind to figure out how she ended up outside. But, girl, it's not the 90s. Like, you had all this time to make a video Singing in the Rain. Okay? People don't do that no more in the music industry. Okay, so... I don't know. I stopped paying attention to that. So I think it ended after that. Like, Fat Joe was like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm singing in the rain. Like, I don't know. So, no, he really does. He's outside. I guess, I don't know. He's outside. He's like, what are you doing? And she's like, I don't know. It started raining. And, oh my God, you guys, I don't know what the fuck is up with this thing. What is the point of this? I don't get what's happening at all. Okay. So then the credits start rolling, right? So I'm like, okay, it's finally done. I don't know what the moral of the story is. What is the moral of the story? Love yourself? Stop being a hoe? Like, I don't know what this story's about. Then they have the nerve. Like, I was doing something, I was just gonna let it just play out and then, you know, figure out what to watch after that. They had the nerve to have an after credit scene. And it's just her, like, I guess, the scenes of her in the wedding dresses from the one video she did with the dudes, and they're throwing cake in her face, and she's throwing cake at people, like, what was that, like a blooper reel? Like, I don't know. But it leads me to my next topic of foolishness. But I really got to start to think, right? And I was like, how many times have we seen Jennifer Lopez in a goddamn wedding dress? I have never seen anyone ever as many times in a wedding dress than Jennifer Lopez. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, y'all. But look, I got notes. Oh shit, I got the wrong piece of paper. Okay, wait, hold on. Look, I need to put my glasses on for this. I did some detective work, you guys. Look, I got this whole, like, list, right? How did this turn into a thing? Okay, look, y'all. Wait, I need a drink. Okay, so look. If my calculations are correct, I think Jennifer Lopez has been in a wedding dress 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times since the bitch has been out. Okay? Okay, now look. Now, stay with me, okay? If you feel like you need to click off this video, just fast forward to the end so I get the credit as a view. A mess. Okay, so look, y'all. So, her first wedding was to this guy named Ojani Noah. I don't know how to say that name. And she was married to him from February 1997 to January 1998. Okay? So, didn't last that long. And then after that, then she got with Diddy. Remember when she was with Diddy? And they were doing like the Harlem Shake. I don't know if the Harlem Shake was out at the time. But, and then, you know, ooh, child. Diddy in the news right now? Don't even get me started. Okay, so then shit went down back in the day, and she was like, fuck this, I gotta get out. So she left Diddy's ass, right? And then she was messing with Chris Judd, okay? And then she married Chris Judd, and that marriage was September 2001 to January 2003. I don't know what it's about, like divorces in January, like new year, new life. I don't know. Okay, and then after that, she was screwing around with Ben Affleck, right? And then so Ben and her didn't get married, but that was that whole like Bennifer era and all that shit. So anyway, they broke up, and then she got with Mark Anthony. So she was with Mark Anthony June of 2004 to June 2014. So we all thought that was gonna be like it, right? Like she had twins, they had settled down, but it didn't last. 2014, they broke up, and then she was with that guy like Oscar or somebody. What was his name? You know what? He's not even on my list, but I just thought about that. Like she didn't marry him, but she was with this dancer. No, his name was Casper, wasn't it? It was Casper somebody. Oh, man, I gotta look that up. Okay, so anyway, she was messing around with that Casper man, right? And then they broke up. And then she was with like A-Rod, right? Wasn't she with A-Rod? And then they broke up. Girl. And then all of a sudden, like, we thought the whole A-Rod thing was gonna work out, but then all of a sudden she ended up right back with Ben. Anyway, so her and Ben got married finally, and that happened July of 2022. Okay, and now this is technically me filming this video is June of 2024, and the news is like there is trouble in paradise. They keep catching pictures of them with like Ben always got like a stank face out in these streets every time he's with her. So I don't know. Okay, now that's 4. Okay, Ojani or Yanni, whatever the hell that guy's name is. Chris, Mark, and Ben. Now she has been married 4 times. That's 4 wedding dresses. Okay, now she did that movie Selena. Now hold on, damn, I should know this, and I don't know. I may have to look this up after the fact. But her playing Selena, she married Christopher Perez, played by my man John Seda. Hey John, you watching? So look, y'all, but I'm trying to remember, like, there was no big wedding between Selena and what's his face? Did they get married like I gotta watch the movie again. But did they get married like in a court house? The point is, was there a scene where she's in a wedding dress? I don't remember. I don't. Let me know in the comments. I don't want to look this up. I did all this work. I don't even know if you can see this. Like, there is just too much happening. Okay, so look, y'all. So now Selena came out in 1997. Ooh, that was my movie. Alright, okay. Then she did a movie called The Wedding Planner in 2001. That she was wearing a wedding dress. Okay. Then she did this movie Enough. And that was 2002. Was she not in a wedding dress in that movie? I'm pretty sure she was. Okay. Let's see. Next was the movie Monster-in-Law with Jane Fonda. Did I mention Jane Fonda's in that thing earlier? I think I said her name, but I don't know if I did. Anyway, Jane Fonda and her were in Monster-in-Law. Monster-in-Law was 2005. She wore a wedding dress in that movie. 2006, she was currently married to Mark Anthony, and they did this movie together named El Cantante. And she played like this badass, I think it's based on a true story. But anyway, she got married in that movie. Wedding dress. Okay, right? And then let's see. Then there's this movie called Second Act. And I think she's in a wedding dress in that movie. It's from 2018, I think. But after that, in 2022, she did this movie called Marry Me, which was stupid, with Owen Wilson. And it is Owen Wilson, right? Yeah, Owen. She's in a wedding dress in that movie, okay? In the same year, 2022, she did this movie called Shotgun Wedding, which was only good because, what's that lady's name? Jennifer Coolidge. Jennifer Coolidge is in that movie. You know what, actually, that movie had issues. I'll talk about it one day. Anyway, Shotgun Wedding 2022. Jennifer Lopez is in a wedding dress. Alright, and then 2024, she now has this This Is Me Now thing. And the one song alone, she's in 3 different wedding dresses, y'all. So, we have like up to 15 times this chick is in a wedding dress. Why? That is in real life and on TV. So, I don't know, y'all. Jennifer Lopez is gonna sit down and stop being in love. Just worried about her, like, her marriage. What is happening? Alright, well, that was enough Jennifer Lopez talk for a day, a week. Did you guys see This Is Me ... now? That is currently streaming on Amazon Prime. Oh, I'm not gonna watch this. There is a documentary of the making of this stupid movie, film, special album, video thing. I don't know what the hell this is, but anyway, this has the nerve to have like the making of. Like, can we just watch this and not see how you made it? It's nothing but choreography, rehearsals, and green screen. That's it, from what I've seen. I didn't watch it. And it's longer than the thing that I just watched. Like, the making of should be like 20 minutes. Like, I don't need to know, like... Look, you guys, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I promise my next video will be better. It's a bad movie, but it'll be cuter than this mess. What? You done hearing me talk? Alright, my dog she's done. There's no more Jennifer Lopez talk tonight. Alright, so y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. So until then, TTFN.